Greetings, family. How are you all doing? It's good to be with you again. Maybe I should start dating our YouTube videos. Again, I thank YouTube for the ability to use their service. I appreciate their product. Um, Let me see. Today is Monday, the 19th. Is it
Mm-hmm.
today? The 19th of August, 2019. Do you remember yesterday when we were together? And I know I have to increase my volume here. And we talked about fills. And I said to you that, in my opinion, the story that I read to you was purposely put out. I believe Iraq is doing things not on purpose, but with purpose. So, I read you that story about these young men. The young generation of Iraq has never seen a fill. They have no idea what these coins are. They've never seen their own currency. This is a program rate currency. The fills. So we planted the seed and we read you the story about these young men in Iraq that were throwing dice and that they had 10 fills in their pocket and that soon that they would be rich with the 10 fills. Yeah. I guess he was hoping that he was going to roll a seven, and get rich. But I think that the story was released on purpose because our teams made the decision to release it. And if you belong to my forum, ktfalways.com, you saw me go in there. I think it was 1:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And we were talking with our teams and trying to make a decision. Do we, what do we do? So the answer was let it go. I also want to thank a gentleman by the name of Tim on our forum at ktfalways.com, a member. Tim, I give recognition as it's, due or earned. I thank you, my friend. While we were busy, you sent us the very first release about the coins. Thank you, sir. We have a total of about 21 articles now about the coins. I don't think we're going to share them all. Maybe about uh, 7 or 8 of them. They're all right here. Yeah, this is impressive. I'll be honest with you. Our teams were aware. That's why we talked to you about the fills. That's how we kind of covered it up and told you it was strictly in our opinion. And the following day, today, there it is. Article after article after article after article about the coins. And what's interesting is that a walking stick, we cannot give you walking sticks report just yet. We'll see if we can tonight on our conference call. We're waiting for that permission. But for right now, walking stick, do you remember when he said to us, look, and this was what, about a little over a year ago? He said, look, they're going to explain it to the citizens and they're going to start with these electronic billboards and then they're going to have billboards inside. They'll bring them into the banks first and they'll show them those boards, like little lessons and little pictures and videos. Turned out that they did it with the ATMs. Then they're going to have electronic billboards outside that will constantly be updating the next step. Each step along the way. Hey, come on in, open your account. Hey, come on in, merchants, get your card. Hey, come on in, get your MasterCard and Visa cards international. Hey, come on. Hmm. Step by step, exactly what Walking Stick told us. Now, the next thing he said is they will start to explain to the citizens in great detail. And we called it Article 2 because Article 1 came out telling them, hey, we're going to give you this. And this is about a year and a half ago. And then we christened the other one we're looking for Article 2. Last night, who did you see in our forum? The night before, pardon me, the night before? Walking Stick. Rarity to see him in our forum, right? And he was cordial. He said hello, and somebody asked him, what you looking for?" He says, I'm searching for something. And Tim, by the way, you found it too. Way to go, sir. What I want to do is I want to read a little bit of this for you. I know we said that we were going to continue to teach you what you should do when you go to the banks, to exchange. The next thing is your entourage that you would be taking with you. You don't want to go to the bank to exchange by yourself. No. No, don't do that. But we'll talk about that tomorrow on our YouTube video. Right now, I think it's important that I emphasize that we told you this was going to happen. And I'm not doing it in a bad way. I'm not doing like, I told you so. No. The people that I have as my team would not allow me to do stuff like that. We're to be respectful and cordial. This is what we presented. If there were people that made fun of us about it in the past, that's their business. That's their issue. For those of you that caught on and said, "Well, this Frank 26 and his team, they're not bad," now you reap the reward. Because if you look at your notes from about a year and a half ago, when we laid it all out and we said, "Look, this is what they're going to do to the citizens," well, then you see that everything was laid out in the last 3 months, from inside, outside, the meetings, the billboards, everything. Now, the next step, which we warned you in our way that it was going to happen yesterday, and you saw it today. This step is monumental. This step is as close as you can get to the second article from the CBI, what we call it, my teams call the second article from the CBI, that will explain everything to the citizens, step by step. Detailed. The things like that you and I talk about, the things that you dream about, that you wish you could hear the CBI say. So instead, a GOI member, a parliament member, a finance committee member, the horse's mouth, comes out and he says, "Hey, we've been thinking about doing this." Shut up. Thinking my foot. Well, there's a word in here that just cracked me up. They revealed that there is a tendency to read. A tendency? Really? It's a habitual habit of yours to come out with these coins every now and then? The translation sucks worse than an octopus. Delta right now is translating everything for us. And you remember when I told you that Walking Stick said, "Family, look, the GOI is sitting back waiting because they did everything we the financial management laws, the ACLs, all the law. In other words, their job, it's done. Now sit down and shut up." But the CBI, you got everything you need, right? Yeah. You done? Oh, long done. We'll make the announcement. We're going to. In the meantime, the GOI, did they make the announcement yet? No. Ring a ding ding. Ring a ding ding. Hello? Hello. Hey, you. News media. I like make interview. Come see me. Huh? About what? Just come. Okay. Sits down. This finance committee guy. "What's up, Omar? How you doing? How the kids?" "They're doing good." "How's the cat and dog?" "I don't got no cat and dog." "All right, Omar. Abdul Latif. What you got to say?" The finance committee member. Well, the finance committee, and what did Walking Stick say? It's very political. Parliament knows darn well what the CBI is doing and is about to do and say and announce. The whole freaking world knows. What did we say yesterday? Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Ain't no surprise. They just don't know when. It's a speculative investment. This whole conversation between you and I on this YouTube channel is just my opinion, out of respect. Nothing more, my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, it's very political. Really, seriously, Finance Committee. Of course you know. They told you. You've been to the meetings, you knucklehead. Hey, what are you doing? Jumping the gun. Let the CBI do this. Trying to make yourself look good. With the citizens. They hate you. You know that, Parliament figures. You know that. You show up when you feel like it. You take all the money. You vote maybe one time throughout the whole year, but you got a fifth grade education. Look, I'm not degrading you, but your value is you erode. You erode your own value to the citizens of Iraq. You don't think the citizens know this is happening? You don't think they know, hey, it's not this is not your role? God, it's so political. Politics just sucks. But let's pretend, because what I'm about to read is exactly Article 2, what the CBI is about to do. Scooby-Doo. That rhymed. So let's just pretend that this is the CBI making this announcement, okay? Omar Abdul Latif, the Finance Committee in the House of Representatives, revealed that there is a tendency to reintroduce the coin. It's not the coin, bozo, it's the coins, which has been used for decades in the country. That's true. They still use them. Oh, really? You didn't know that? I'll tell you tonight. While members of the committee proposed to preempt the coin minting process, but look, the preempt. Hey, citizens, I'm the one that got them all printed for you. Yeah, it was me. Before anybody did it, yes, sir, I preempted the whole thing, and look at here, you got them now. Shut up. You didn't do jack. All of this is by the CBI and only the CBI. We, the members of the committee, propose to preempt the coin minting process by deleting zeros from the current currency. They said that? Yeah. But from the current currencies to be of value to the small cash group, the small, what do we call them? The new small category notes. What did they call it? The small cash group. Committee member Haneen Al-Quad said in a special statement to the morning that, during the meetings and discussions with officials at the Central Bank of Iraq, when we had them in the past, not now, the central bank stressed to us, the financial committee members of parliament, they stressed to us the need to rework coins that were used in Iraq during the past decades rather than paper that is damaged, and printed in large quantities. Again, you mean all those 3 zeros? Yeah, okay, worn and torn? Yeah. We know all this. Yeah, I know you do. You just want to brag. You just want to jump on the bandwagon, you politicians. But the significance is that this is monstrous. This is monumental. This is huge because this is the next best thing to what we call the second article from the CBI directly to the citizens. So what else do you want to confess and squeal and mess up for the CBI? Parliament political punks. Oh, well, yeah, they stressed to us that we're going to do this because, we wear and tear the quantity and we had large amounts of these 3-0 notes. Now, he added that the use of the metal categories, all right, metal, fills, coins, whatever, tomatoes, potatoes, potato. He stressed that the use of the metal categories and their descents for trading gives a national value to the. It actually says a notional value. What the heck? A national value to the currency. Translation sucks. National value to the currency, noting that a member of neighborhood countries. A number of neighboring countries. No, just one. Iran. noting that a number of neighboring countries' exchange rates are very high against the dollar. And yet we find that it has a coin in order to preserve the currency and not need to request more paper. No kidding, he was paper. It's a cashless society. They're almost there. No more papers, no more cash, especially in small categories, the lower denoms without the three zeros. He expressed surprise at the policy of the central bank. You liar! He expressed surprise at the policy of the central bank, which does not favor the introduction of coins for circulation in the Iraqi market. Liar! He expressed surprise at the policy of the central bank, which does not favor the introduction of coins for circulation in the Iraqi market. But for his part, yeah, the politician's part, he expressed a number of parliamentary, financial, Mahdi Wali readiness for the committee to prepare any legislation required by the central bank. We got your back, CBI, which could shut up, which could benefit the economy and the Iraqi markets and the people, including the circulation of coins. Yeah, we back you up. In fact, you know what? Al Shadi, what? Al Shadi, yeah, the former finance minister. What about him? The committee reports that the independence of the central bank and its monetary policy, stressing that. Wait for it. Wait for it. This is where those that don't like my dramatics are going crazy. Anyways, so the committee respects the independence of the central bank of. The committee respects the independence. Well, then mind your own business. The CBI or the committee respects the independence of the central bank and its monetary policy, stressing that the bank has technically autonomy by this. Of course they do. They have full autonomy by discussion regardless of administrative affairs. That's right. So mind your own business, Parliament. Oh, God. What does it say here? Quote, Iraq cannot reproduce the experience of other countries in the use of these currencies if it is in the interests of the advancement of the economy. You liar. Why do you think they're doing this? A country to walk properly. That's a horrible translation. All countries in the Middle East and the world have a coin, noting that this type of currency gives strength to its economy. You think? You don't lose fractional banking, stupid. He expressed that the hope that the concerned parties can strengthen the currency to be small groups, small groups of purchasing power in the case of the use of, coins. Al Sharif told Al Sabat that the inflation. What inflation? Bunch of liars. That's why the coins are coming. Anyways, told him that the inflation in the economy prevents the minting of coins and makes them circulate among citizens a big need. Yeah. Oh, politics is so comical to me because it's stupid. It's just plain stupid. It's like arguing with somebody and saying, hey, check this out. It's pretty pink, huh? Yeah, no, it's pretty green. What? It's pretty pink, right? No, it's pretty green. What do you mean? It's pink. No, it's green. Go outside and get me a stupid stick to hit you with, stupid, because it's pink. How can you be so stubborn about it? Why do you say it's green? So when you see the monetary reform unfolding right before your eyes, it does not take a genius to say that it is happening. For someone like the parliamentary people here to say that, well, we've been telling the CBI to do this, but with our inflation so high, we can't do this. That's all crap. That's all lies. None of that is true. It is totally the opposite, the reciprocal. A 180, a complete turn about face, because they want to look good in the eyes of the citizens who hate them because they don't care about the citizens. They care about their families. You see, they were elected by regions, certain regions in Iraq, to represent that region. And they're not scholars, educated people. They're just, hey, Ali, come on, run, represent us in Parliament. No, I got to take care of the bakery. I got to. No, come, take the apron off. Get all that flour off. Get up there, represent us. Because you're going to back us up. You're going to get everything for us. Nobody else, right? Well, yeah. And I hope that parliamentary goes away because, in all honesty, I find it to be rather barbaric. Nothing against you, England. Nothing against you. But that's why we left you in the first place. Our democracy is structured differently. And I think hey, there's goods and there's bads and everything. I guess it's better than a communist environment. I guess it's better than a totalitarian system. Whatever the case is, look, they're talking about the things that we told you that they were going to talk about yesterday. They're talking about it today. Today they're talking about the things that we laid out for you about a year and a half ago with Walking Stick. Ladies and gentlemen, please come to our conference call tonight. We start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know how to find me, go to my landing page, ktfalways.com. When you get there, look on the top right-hand side. You'll see 4 circles there, the clock. It's like a countdown. Underneath that, you're going to see some phone numbers, replay numbers, access numbers. You can see me live also tonight on live stream. That's also there. You've got all of it listed there. Go to ktfalways.com. If you don't use a computer, you can listen to us on the phone. The conference call number is there as well too. Okay? I invite you. It's going to be a powerful conference call because you see, I have so much more to show you. I want to talk to you about this. I've got some cards to show you, and we decided only on a specific amount of these. These are all from today. These are all about the coin, the fills. In other words, the part that is not coming out yet. When they do reinstate their currency, they will use the ATM machines and the banks to distribute the new small category notes. The fills will also be there, but the ATM machines will not dispense them until a little later. They don't want to confuse the citizens too much. The ATM machines probably would. So they come on into the bank and they can have a better explanation. What I just read to you right here, the citizens now know, even though it's not yet directly from the CBI, but look what I just read to you. You should see this. These are even more descriptive, self-telling, more confessing, more historical. And again, look at your notes. That's what we told you was going to happen, that they would teach the citizens. They would teach them the history. While another member of the committee proposes to preempt the coining process by deleting the 3 zeros, etc., etc., and then he comes down here, because this is part of it, and he says, and it's noteworthy, it's noteworthy that the Iraqi dinar, which was equal to $3.22 before the occupation of the former Iraqi regime of Kuwait in 1990, its value fell to $1. You see, when we went in there in 1990 into Kuwait, they were $3.22. Then it dropped to $1. And then it went all the way down to 3,000 dinars to $1. That was in 1996. By 1999, things were different, and Clinton all of a sudden got all this extra surplus. He's not going to tell nobody. He's a politician. and he balanced the budget and he paid part of the deficit. And wow, how'd y'all do that? Then the Bushes came in and they continued, and yeah. So it's article after article, and they're telling you that look at here, we need coins. Well, why? Because we need to add purchasing power to our currency for the citizens. Why? Well, because we promised it. How are you going to do it? Well, we're going to remove these 3 zeros from our exchange rate and the 3 zeros from the massive amount of currencies that we've got. Go for you. When are you going to do it? And that's a $10 question, huh? No, that's the 10 Phil question. That's what we told you yesterday. Listen, family, I'm going to end it now because you need to come to our conference call tonight. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a lot of good stuff. We have obviously Delta's report. It was early in the morning, and to be honest with you, we already knew about this. That's what we told you yesterday to prepare you, without directly telling you, by talking about the Phils. And when we talked, it was early, and you may hear us like half asleep, but trust us, we're very excited, very grateful. Yeah, it's been a long road. And in the process, there were many people that we were able to help. And then there were people that refused help no matter what. I found that strange. And I defended myself by being stranger. I pray that in these 11 years, KTFA, its staff, my wife, and I have been of some help. If my wife, if I was in a boat with you and my wife, and you both fell overboard and you're drowning, I'd look down at you, and I would look down, I'd see my wife, and I would reach down quickly with my left arm to grab my wife and pull her out of the ocean. And while I was doing it, I would be grabbing you with my right arm and pulling you out as well too. I only know to do that. So, I pray that we have been of some help. And Iraq, God bless you. You had to change to survive. You had to change to survive. Uh, I believe in evolution. Yeah. Whoa, Frank, you're a Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian. How can you say that? Well, I am of the belief that the Earth is 4.5 billion, not 4.5 thousand. And because of that, I believe that you know we evolved. Started with cherubims, angels, man, woman. Yeah, God. Woman is the a woman is the greatest creation of God thus far. I'm sure he's not done creating. But African elephants, the African elephant male with the long tusk, um, they're not reproducing. You see, the African elephant knows that the poachers want his tusk. They see them kill their brothers and sisters and children and cut the tusk off, but leave the carcass there. They drag the elephant to these very private cemeteries and they lay their bones there. Generations of bones. Yeah, an elephant never forgets, huh? But an elephant now, because he never forgets, they're not reproducing. African elephants are evolving without tusk. African elephants are evolving being born without tusk. Because the female does not mate with the African elephant that has a tusk. And the African elephant that does have a tusk right now, he's too old anyways. He's not going to reproduce. And he'll die. And the African elephant with tusk will no longer exist. It changed. It evolved in order to survive. Iraq, you had to change in order to survive your currency. Well done. God bless you. I'll see you guys. What time is it now? You're kidding me. I'll see you in a little over 2 hours. You know what I do for 2 hours. I make a fool of myself. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we get serious. I look forward to having you with us. Please come and join us. Once again, go to ktfalways.com. That's my landing page. On the top right-hand side, look for the 4 circles. Underneath, you will see how you see us broadcast live. You can hear us live. You can come back and check out the replay. No, the replay and so forth. I think I'm done. You guys done? Can I say it one time? Can I say it one time, Tink?
Sure.
I can?
You say it.
I told you so! And for all, what do they call them? The
Trolls.
Trolls? And for all you trolls, I have a fruit for you. I have a fruit for you. I have a fruit for you. You know, you got it. You got it. I got a fruit for you. Okay, you ready? Here it goes. It's a raspberry. All honor and glory to God. But I'll be honest with you, it feels good. It's not sweet vengeance. What it is, oh God, finally. These are mites. M-I-T-E-S. In fact, you should look them up. Dinarsis, Dinahums. There was a lady that took her little penny dinars and she dropped them in the offering plate. But yet the rich man took his and dropped it from a great height so that it would clang and clink, 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 and everybody would see that, oh, he's so great. Look at how much he gave. But she gave her last denarius. We have a lot to talk about tonight. Y'all take care. Aloha. Ahui ho tonight.